How many businesses do you know that need automations and don't have them? For example, the veterinarian where you take your dog, or the restaurant that you go every day, even the doctor that you meet on a clinic every single day. And that's exactly what you're going to be talking about. So today we're going to see 5 automations that every business needs, and they are really easy to set up. My name is Andrew. I'm the CTO of WonderRats, and today we're going to see exactly what every business needs. And those are just two things. The first one is to make more money, and the second one is just to make sure you don't spend money on what you don't need. And a lot of times, what I see in businesses and in my clients is basically the client is spending money on an employee, which makes the same thing as an automation can do. And basically, he's just spending money on something that he doesn't need. So, with no more further ado, let's get into the 5 automations that your business needs. And the first automation that we're gonna see, it's the appointment or service reminders automation. So imagine you're a plumbing business and you have local services. And the service that you have with Carl, for example, is tomorrow at 6 p.m. So basically 24 hours from now. And you have to send reminders so Carl doesn't forget how this works. Obviously, you're not going to ask an employee or send them yourself. So that's exactly what we're going to see right now. Basically, what you want to do is to set up an automation that whenever some appointment is done and it's assigned to a user, you can see here, for example, let's say the user responsible for this contact is Alex, and Alex is going to do the plumbing service for Carl. We'll first of all apply a tag. It's a new lead, it came from the website, and we'll basically just say the source of the lead. After that, we can even add it to a pipeline to make sure we have everything in the dashboard and see it monthly. And we will send an internal automation saying we have a new lead and basically we have a new service appointment for tomorrow at this time. The lead also will get an email saying, hey, here's the confirmation for your appointment tomorrow. And after 6 minutes, just some cooldown there, we'll send an SMS as well. And 24 hours before the appointment, we'll send an email. 3 minutes later, we'll send an SMS. And 1 hour before, we'll send basically an internal notification saying, hey Alex, this is your appointment with Carl is starting, and make sure you hop on and you start the appointment if it's online, or you head over there if it's far away, you should get going. And 1 hour reminder for the user, for the contact, we'll basically send an email saying the same thing for Carl and an SMS as well. So this automation is really easy to set up. Basically, we have this for every type of clinic, every type of business that we mostly and more often than not work with. Basically, every type of industry or niche needs to have this type of reminders. If not, as we have seen before, a lot of people just forget and they book an appointment for next week and they don't remember it, or they don't put it in their calendar. So that's the number one right there. The next automation works really well if you do some type of e-commerce, or for example, you sell some type of supplements, or if you're a type of clinic and you sell some type of medicine for the customer. And we will see basically the post-purchase automation right now. Imagine you have a client that bought something and you want to make sure they come back. So the first thing you want to do is send an automation saying, hey staff members, this is basically an internal notification via email and phone notification saying that we got a new order, make sure it's getting filled. And if it's basically internally filled and not a system, you need to take care of this. So after that, we'll make sure that we create a new contact which should appear in our database or our CRM. And that is basically more often than not something that the client forgets. And I see very often sometimes this user or this contact, it's not reused in marketing efforts later. So this is something that we want to make sure it's here. And then an email to the customer. Obviously, this automation can be furtherly explained and expanded, but right now, just for example purposes, I'm showing a quick email that is sent to the client basically saying, hey James, this is Andrew, I'm making sure you liked your new order and everything went well. Did you receive it? Did you not receive it? How is it going? Is it making some type of improvements in your health? If it's a toy for your dog, are you sure that the dog is liking the toy? We can make sure to rearrange a new one. So this type of emails for the customers, it's what keeps you in front of your competitors, and you have to make sure you have this set up for you, or someone has this set up for you. The third automation that I'm going to be showing here, it's the automatic reply AI bot, which basically replies to every client on every channel. If it's on Instagram, it will send a message back via that channel. If it's via WhatsApp or email or SMS, it will reply automatically. If you're asleep or not, it will basically gather all of your information, and everything that you provide the bot, it will read it again and send that automatic message to the client. So I have an example here, which is a gym in London, in England, that basically has 3 locations. It works a long time with us. And let's do a test, for example. This has been set up some time ago, so it should work. I will just send a hi for now and see what it says. All right, so the AI bot may take 1 to 2 minutes to respond. How can I help you today? Let's say, I don't know, the open hours of my gym. What are the open hours of King's Gym Croydon, which is where I'm at right now? And let's see what it says. All right, so as you can see, the open hours are from 5:30 to 10 and from 8 to 6 and from 8 to 5. So basically this is the automation that runs in the back end, and whenever we finish the chat, obviously the bot will either go offline or try to contact me for further questions. But generally it just says, if you have some type of question, just shoot it up and we will answer. This is something that every business should have, and you have to make sure you have this set up for you as well. The fourth automation that you should have is the missed call text back. And basically, if you're a restaurant and you're serving someone, if you have a clinic and you're busy inside a consultation, the first thing that you want to have is the missed call text back. Basically what it does is, if someone calls you and it's not picked up, basically it's not connected to you, the bot will see that the call was not picked up and will send a message saying, hey, this is James, I'm not available right now, or this is James Restaurant, we are closed, or we are busy right now. Make sure you shoot your message and we'll respond you as quickly as possible. Or it will even say, reply 1 for our calendar, reply 2 for the open hours, or reply 3 to talk with an agent via SMS. So this is exactly what I'm going to be showing right now. And as you can see, it's not hard to set up. It's something that every business needs, and here is how it's done. So basically, if the trigger, it's busy, voicemail, or no answer, there's going to be a slight delay. So the bot waits a couple of seconds, 0.2 minutes to be exact, and it's assigned to a user. For example, the responsible user is going to be the receptionist of the clinic, and she will call them later. But in the meantime, we have to make sure that there's a tag. So there was a missed call right there, and the SMS says something, hey there, sorry we missed your call, how can you help? And this is the location name. So for example, restaurant James 123, and there's a push notification to the user, so the receptionist knows that there was a missed call, and please reach out to them ASAP before the lead gets cold. You can also make sure you add an SMS here saying, hey, this is James Restaurant, and reply 1 for this, reply 2 for that, and set up an automation for each path. And that's also something really cool that businesses don't do and should have done a long time ago. And the last automation that I'm going to be talking about is the reply to comments automation. So imagine you have an Instagram section that is getting basically a lot of comments and you're not able to manage it, and you need to get that momentum going so Instagram knows you are an active page and starts to recommend you even more and more. So the first thing I would recommend is the reply to comments automation. So basically what will happen is, every time someone responds via comment, the Instagram automation will start and will say in the DMs with the person, it will send a private message saying, hey there, I'm excited that you want to start your personal finance journey. And this is just an example. Obviously, it will work for every type of business and you can apply whatever you want. And if the response is something to do with, yeah, I would like to get the checklist to get started, you can reply with another message saying, hey, here is your checklist, and you make sure you send a PDF with the checklist, and you have basically everything automated. You can later come back here, ask for the number, and make sure you contact them directly. Or if you're a clinic, make the same thing, but for example, 5 tips or 5 health tricks to make sure you stay healthy. And here's your checklist for free. Just make sure you drop your email right there so I can email it to you. That's the 5th automation right there. I hope you have liked this video, and you make sure to follow this channel for more information, how to grow your business and how to make sure you stay on the track that you want to. If you need help setting up these automations, make sure you contact us directly. I am here to help you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.